Hey guys, it's 101R Smith, and today I decided to do things a little differently. Change things up, switch the beat up. But no, seriously, I just wanted to change things up today. So I will be reviewing from Kotobukiya the Berserk Fury from their Zoids HMM or Heightened Master Model line.
That is one incredible Zoid. I've never seen power like that.
So here's my second time on this channel looking at a Kotobukiya item, and I would say Kotobukiya is pretty good. If you've seen anything from my Evangelion review, they were pretty well built, despite not actually technically having an inner frame. Zoids kits are pretty different from the ones that we probably built as kids, because they don't have the motorized feature that we grew up with. They took that away in order to give us back some articulation and posability. And this is actually now my fourth Zoids kit. I've built the Liger Zero, Blade Liger, Shadow Fox, and now I have the Berserk Fury or Berserk Fury, but I decided to go with Fury because I grew up with the English dub of the anime. Berserk Fury is the main antagonist and the final boss in the second Zoids anime, Zoids New Century Zero, appearing in the last 5 episodes to battle the Blitz team, and more specifically, the Liger Zero. The Berserk Fury is an Ultimate X Zoid, meaning it's more special than your typical Zoid in the anime. An Ultimate X Zoid is a Zoid with a built-in AI that allows it to learn and adapt to the battle that's in front of it. Which each defeat, it grows stronger and learns from its mistakes and learns from its enemies. So when it goes into the battle, say against a Lightning Sykes, it will be able to dodge it more or be able to be more maneuverable and learn from its mistakes. So think of it as a Zenkai boost from Dragon Ball Z. I'm excited to build this because it's only my 4th Zoids kit, and I've been a big fan of Zoids since it came to America back in 2001. It's a Berserk Fury. It's like one of the best Zoids out there. Unless you read the manga, then it's just regular class. But besides the point, let's open up the box and see what we have here. So, if you haven't built a Zoids kit, I'm going to try to describe it the best I can. Building a Zoid kit in comparison to Gunpla is somewhere between a Master Grade and a Perfect Grade, or a Vertcom Master Grade. It's very complex, and a lot of it can get very tedious from time to time. As such, you can see that you're not getting a lot of colors. There's color separation, but you're mainly building the actual frame, which is the Berserk Fury. Then you're putting armor and some pistons here and there. Otherwise, it's just about the same as you would build any Gunpla kit. You get clear parts, you get water slides, you just get a little bit more detail than your typical Master Grade, but it's about the same either way. Just be prepared for, if you're trying to do this from one shot, be prepared for a long build. Otherwise, just have fun with it. It's not that much different than a typical Master Grade. Oh, I will say for my build, though, be careful with the legs. The legs can get you tripped up, and you might be putting the knee in the wrong way. But otherwise, standard fanfare if you've been building Gunpla for a while. Though I will not recommend this for anyone starting out in the Master Grade. And now we have the Berserk Fury standing large and in charge. I would have to say this is a pretty good looking Zoid. I'll admit some liberties we're taking, but it's okay because it's supposed to help bring out detail that the CGI model from the anime just couldn't have. Especially looking from the down up, a lot of gold pistons and silver that really do help make it stand out just a bit more than if it was its full accurate CGI colors. But now that we have a look at it, let's see what it can do. Let's look at some articulation. Okay, so I took the backpack off because it does hinder articulation, but let's start from the top. So the head is on a ball joint and can go up, down, left, right, and 360 degrees. Now the next section is on a hinge and can go left, right, up, and down. The cockpit opens in 2 separate parts, and when you open it, you get a pilot figure pre-painted of Vega Obscura. The arm is on a ball joint and a hinge, so it can go right, left, and it can turn a little bit about 180. Unfortunately, it's hindered by the legs. And the waist can stretch out so that the Berserk Fury can look side to side like a real Tyrannosaurus Rex. Unfortunately, the tail, not so much. Now, before I put on the armor, the tail could stand up on its own, but after I put on the armor, it just really can't. There's some hinges on each part, but I took the leg off so you guys can see the articulation better. So the feet can go up and down. They're not individual, unfortunately. And it can twist 360 degrees if you mine some of the armor. You also get a really nice double jointed knee. It's incredible. Now I'll put the backpack and the Buster Claws on top, and you'll get to see what it truly looks like. And it does look awesome, and now it's complete, but weight issues. You have to really adjust it to be able to stand, but you can get posing out of it. You can use the Buster Claws as a drill or laser, or you can bust out the claws themselves, just like it did in that one episode where it attacked the Rhinos. And finally, we have the Charge Particle Cannon pose, and it does look pretty cool. However, due to weight issues, it can't really pull it off, at least in the lower half of the body. The tail, unfortunately, just will not cooperate. Otherwise, this looks badass. For a quick comparison, we have the Berserk Fury next to the Master Grade Master Gundam, Playart Sky Tidus, and finally his counterpart, the Liger Zero. So, the final take on the Berserk Fury is that, to be honest, it's a mixed bag. While it looks impressive and it can pose, a lot of it is hampered by weight issues, mainly on the backpack and the Buster Claws. So it just doesn't look good all the time. Also, I had problems with the tail. When I didn't have the armor, the tail moved just fine. It could stay up and do the charge particle pose, no problem. But as soon as I put on the CAS armor, it just struggles to stay up, and I don't know why. I would suggest, if you do get this kit, to use some paint to tighten up some of its joints. One problem that I haven't mentioned yet, that I actually had to glue on some armor pieces, mainly on the shins. For whatever reason, they would not stay on, and after a while, I just gave up and pulled out my plastic cement and glued them in. So, unfortunately, if you're one of those people like myself who like to build things out of the box, you're gonna have to need some expertise in gluing in order to really pull this off. Though it might just be me, not you. So I'm gonna say this: get the kit. It is impressive to be able to see it a Berserk Fury, and especially on a 1/72 scale. It's bigger than probably most Gundams will be in your collection. But I give you this with a caution. Zoids kits are pretty expensive. Like I keep saying, it's somewhere between a Master Grade and a Perfect Grade, right? Well, you're going to be paying that type of price. When I got this back in April, I paid $85. The problem with Kotobukiya is that, unlike Gundams and Gunplas, which get reprinted on a regular, once a print is out, it gets harder to find. So you will be paying somewhere between $85 and $100 for this. But if you're a big Zoids fan, I will say, pick this up. This is 101R Smith, and I will see you later. Peace!